is will be able to see this because the record meeting was switched on in this moment, so everything happening here is recorded and then can be seen also afterwards. My name is Johannes Kaiser. A lot of people who are registered know me. I'm Information Officer at FAO and responsible for the FAO CIARD Aims team. And we are today here to speak about one of the biggest and most important CIARD services, AGRIS, the International Information System about Agricultural Science and Technology. And I want to introduce you who is here with Hello, everybody. He is a deputy director of the Agricultural Information Institute from the Chair of Agricultural Science. Also, introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Xian Guodian from the AI.
Manuselli, the CEO of Agro-Know. My name is come from
And last but not least,
Fabrizio Celli from the FAO.
Okay. We want to talk about the last developments in AGRIS, what we have done in the last month, and what we a bit also about the future, but we want to present you also something. AGRIS it's always been a product of the community. Without the community of 150 or more AGRIS centers, it would have been unthinkable to collect the more than 8 million records that are now in AGRIS, and to set up such a powerful information system as AGRIS has become. We are now strengthening this collaboration still more in giving real tasks in the operating of AGRIS and in the enhancement of AGRIS to our partners. And I would to invite some of our partners who are here to speak some to this. Nika, if you want to say for short while connectivity.
only to give drama to what I will say, because it's very important that from our perspective we are putting our efforts to strengthen and expand even more the data processing that is taking place in AGRIS. Our team will contribute in collaboration with other teams so that we open the coverage and we create more opportunities for the community to engage and share their research information and even more other types of information that have to do with agricultural science and technology with the rest of the network. And I hope that with our joint effort we will manage to make AGRIS increase its coverage and its outreach to the world.
hello everybody. Today hello everybody again. I'm very glad today to talk to all the participants here. As we all know, AGRIS is a powerful international information system, and especially for the agricultural community. As you may know, China in recent years We producing more and more scientific papers each year. And up to now, we send to the AGRIS system each year only several thousand of records. And now, we decided to change this through the joint efforts with AGRIS team at FAO and the team at the Chinese Academy of Agricultural Sciences. We decided to move out more Chinese bibliographic records to the AGRIS system. And we hope the non-Chinese speakers can access the Chinese record through the new AGRIS system. And we will do more to continue this progress and make more Chinese records available with AGRIS system. Okay. And we can also already show real results of the collaboration that we have started with having now a powerful data processing team in Athens working on the data and having support also in the development of new features in Beijing. We want now to show you what we have done in integrating the Chinese record, of which Dr. Mann was speaking, into the AGRIS database. So I will give the floor now to Guojiang and Fabrizio, so we will have an explanation of what we have done in English and in Chinese. And for this, I will switch off the camera and will try to share my screen. Oh, where is this gone? Somebody, can you just help me? I have lost the button to share the screen.
Collaboration between FAO and CIARD. We were able to integrate into the AGRIS database two important sets. First of all, the Chinese Agricultural Set document database, which bibliographic database covering literature from more than 1,000 titles journals. And then another important database is the CIARD germplasm database, that is the repository for all type of plant genetic resources information in China. But the important thing to underline is that we are not copying those documents inside our database. CIARD set up a web service for AGRIS, and AGRIS is able now to use the web service in its site. I want to show you. So, for instance, in this page, this is the data that you read when you type a query in AGRIS. We look for rice. And as you can see, in the left side, there are the results from the AGRIS database. Right side is a special box with the output from the CIARD bibliographic database. So we are connecting to their database using their services only for AGRIS, and we are able to show to AGRIS users also this precious information about bibliographic about the Chinese bibliographic database. You can even get more results from the database. For instance, here, so the query is right, and you get more results from the CIARD database. The other database is the germplasm database, and we are able to create a widget in the AGRIS page. So, thanks to the AgroVoc keywords related to the AGRIS record, we can query the CIARD general database to show you this information that you can find anywhere in the world, and only in this web portal now. So probably Gurjan wants to add something.
Yeah, Gurjan, something point of view. Yeah.
大家好，我是农科院，很高兴跟大家见面。刚才在AGRIS给大家已经展示了我们前期一些合作的成果，主要是我们的中文文在库和我们那个种子资源库。刚才大家应该都看到了，就是我们那个很快速的把我们的更多在AGRIS系统大家做一个。我想以后的话可以有更多的机会把我们好的资源给大家一起分享。谢谢。
Okay. I saw that there were some problems with sharing the screen and with getting everything synchronized, but this is not so dramatic because all the screen that we showed were no PowerPoint presentations that you now have to download from anywhere. These were all reality. So if you want to try what we showed you and what you might have seen or you might have seen not so good, you simply go to AGRIS, still AGRIS, very soon AGRIS CIARD.net. You make a query, you get a result set, and then you can see how many CARD scientific records are now linked to AGRIS, and how also the germplasm database is accessible if you have an AGRIS record about rice, maize, or any other crop what is in the Chinese germplasm database. And we are enormously proud of this. We have now two important germplasm databases in AGRIS, and we will not stop until we have all important germplasm information also available through AGRIS. Let's try questions. If we will be able to manage the technology, if someone wants to make a question, I think the best is to type it into the chat box, and we will see it here and we will answer who better can answer. So I see we have 18 participants also here, so if someone wants to make a question, come ahead. Okay, I see Ahmed is typing a question. Oh, while Ahmed is typing his question, I can tell you a bit more what we have done here in the last 2 days. We were here sitting with people from Rome, Athens, and Beijing, and discussing how we can improve AGRIS, more to improve AGRIS. Really, to make AGRIS one of the most and most important agricultural information systems. And we come out with some great ideas that we will put online in the next month to get also the feedback from other users to the ideas that we discussed here. Still, it looks that we should get a question, but it's not coming over. Oh. This is a very good one and a very known one. How to convert data from an ISO file from ISIS so it can store to the AGRIS database. Yeah, Felicio, this is for you.
Yeah, this is for me. We are able to convert this data, yes, but in order to get ISIS data into the AGRIS database, we need a preliminary step to translate the content to UTF-8. since we need an international encoding that is able to cope with every character. So the first step is coding conversion. And then we run a tool that we call the AGRIS tool that can convert such piece of metadata into the AGRIS internal model after the definition of a mapping. So yes, there is the need to convert those metadata to store them into the AGRIS database.
Okay. We know that there are still many ICIS applications outside, especially in Latin America and Africa, and we told that we might not support them for too long, but you can still use them. There is possibilities to contribute to AGRIS also in using the old traditional CDS ICIS databases. Are there other questions for us? We can ask questions in 4 languages, so you can ask questions in Chinese, Italian, German, English, Greek. So this is a unique opportunity. It's still Ahmed who wants to ask something. And Katerina is also. How many people will be involved in AGRIS in the future by team country? This is a...
Niger. In Athens, in the data processing team, we already have a team of 3 people working on the AGRIS data processing, and we hope that we will increase the team to more than 5 people in the next few months.
In Beijing, there are many developers and 2 people who have dedicated their time in the last month in getting these wonderful new features that we hope we have shown you through screen sharing. But this is only the beginning. We are not thinking that AGRIS is a project of 2 or 3 institutions. AGRIS is a project of all CIARD partners, and we want that as many as possible are contributing. They do this already in delivering data, but we also want the contribution in helping to make the applications better. One question is that we have to all of you, and we will come more formally to this and make this question also more formally, is about performance. We want to know, how does AGRIS perform in different regions of the world? Is it at all fun to use AGRIS? We know it's not fun if you make an operation on the web and then you can go for a coffee. And we don't want applications like this. We want applications that answer quickly your questions. But sometimes, if you do it in Rome, in headquarters, you are working with it, and everything seems wonderful, perfect. And you go out and it's different. And it's not difficult. It's not really possible to test this all on dry runs. We need user feedback, and as more user feedback we get, not only on performance, obviously, on all the features of AGRIS, as better we can make AGRIS. We can make AGRIS together really that what it can be. One of the most important information systems in agricultural science and technology. Maybe,
Incredible.
Ahmed said, I'm from Indonesian Center for Agricultural Library and Technology Dissemination in Bogor. We haven't updated our data in AGRIS since 2006. We still use ISIS application. So what is your suggestion for us? We also try to convert in XML form that some like in AGRIS AP. Okay, we will come back to you on this. In AIMS there are groups of centers, people who are working on alternatives like AgriDrupal or AgriOcean DSpace, or there are many more possibilities. Which to use depends from the needs of your center. But you send simply an email to AIMS and subscribe also to AIMS groups that discuss this, and this problem can surely be resolved, because it's a problem of many, and not only of you. Nikos, this is for you. The question is, any possibility in the future to get authors, researchers, debate, collaborate, discuss, and share about AGRIS data as an additional service?
I think that this is something that we have been discussing during the past couple of days. We have been working with services that can be built around the existing application service, so that they enhance the social features. We have the experience from projects that we have run, and we know things that we can test and try, so that we can give this additional value around the bibliography itself. So yes, it is our intention to provide this possibility to everyone, including the authors, but also the researchers, to communicate and collaborate around this very rich knowledge base.
Yeah, that was one of the things where we discussed about giving AGRIS a social background. So to have, not only to know we have 200,000 visitors, we know 50,000 of them are habitués, more or less, or coming back often. We really will introduce AGRIS user base. So, well, it can be all kinds of AGRIS users. You will register, and this will give many, more possibilities. It will give the possibility to do what Tembani asked. It will give the possibility to personalize your AGRIS experience, and others too. And the outcomes of our discussion here in Beijing, in this wonderful meeting center of the Agricultural Information Institute, will go online for November. Okay, we have still Ahmed with a question. We wait for this. Do you want to say something about numbers? Yeah, I think up to now we got every year only 4,000 Chinese records, more or less, for AGRIS, no?
No, 400,000.
No. Every year, the AGRIS Center, the AGRIS Center was more or less producing 4,000 records. How many records are in the Chinese database? How many?
The total number?
Yeah?
6 million.
Okay, so we have 6 million records about Chinese contributions to agricultural science and technology in the Chinese database. And when I have read well the number, we have made available already 440,000 now through the new AGRIS system. And as soon as the infrastructure here in Beijing is extended, also the other records will be available. Agro-Know team. Okay. Yeah. Do it. Oh yeah. A question from Agro-Know team. Is there a sustainability plan for this new collaboration with the CIARD team? Sustainability. I think there's very few institutions more sustainable than the Chinese Academy of Agricultural Science.
That's true. I think they have already know the technology, and I think in the future we will continue to make more the records available through AGRIS.
Yeah. Ahmed made a comment that user requests articles for AGRIS, and so he thinks that AGRIS is useful. And we know this. We know that especially in institutions, in countries where paid services, paid abstract services are not available, that AGRIS has a vital function also for simple access to agricultural knowledge and articles. Will there be enough resources for maintaining in the future? This is a complicated question. We will all fight for this. And we know how to get resources. We know we are not, we have achieved to get external resources because that what we are doing is cool in the last years. And as that what we are doing in the future will be still cooler, we will get other resources. And then FAO commits clearly basic resources to AGRIS. And now also Agro-Know commits, and the academy here commits, so there is a basis of resources. We need more, and this we have to get from people who are called donors, or they're called, and they want to give money for cool and useful developments, and this is what we have to show that we are able to do. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. While Ahmad is typing the next question, I would like to invite you all to a webinar that we will do next Wednesday, so the 25th of September at 3 p.m. Italian time. The webinar will be related to a big project that we have in mind to crawl the web and to discover resources related to AGRIS, to the AGRIS database. So we would like to invite you and to have some comments. We will describe the application, and we will ask you for some comments and new ideas. You can find all the information in the AIMS website, and also the email address to register.
Okay. Tambani immediately gave the link here for everyone to the next week. Very useful. And there was a question from Ahmed about the visit of Indonesia to talk about the AGRIS development. As much I would like to visit Indonesia, we have to find some other means to make it quicker before someone from us comes to Indonesia. I think we could have a dedicated webinar or a tele meeting to discuss what we can do within the AIMS context, and maybe also we will have the opportunity to meet with the Indonesian colleagues. Maybe if we could have an open access workshop in Indonesia about making Indonesian contributions to agricultural science and technology available, because Indonesia is one of the other so important countries for the development of agriculture and for combating hunger in the world. Now we know this is a big and important country, Indonesia.
If I may add, that it would be very important also for us to get your recommendations about webinars that would be useful for you to do your job. So if you have topics that you would like us to talk about, we will engage the right experts and we will deliver the webinars that you need for the issues that you have, so that other people in the network can also follow this sharing of knowledge.
This question is not fair. Supposing we had available as much resources as we need, which would be an ideal scenario for the next 5 years?
Well, we have some ideas, and we will open them for consultation, and you will help shape the ideal scenario for the next 5 years. We have some great ideas that we have been discussing, and I think that with your great ideas, we will describe the ideal scenario, and we will just make it happen.
Yeah. So I will answer to this: A, there are never enough resources, and B, there is no ideal solution. So we will simply do what we can, and we have visions. This is true, and our visions will always be much more than we are able to do. And because if you do have visions that are bigger as what you can do, you will achieve also less. And this is something what I also have learned in the last 15 years. So we will together develop our AGRIS vision, and then we will try to get in reality as much as possible about this. Oh, because it's okay. Okay. If there are now not any more questions here at this point, we can close. It's here also 20 to 6 in Beijing. It's nearly time to think about dinner, and we were sitting and working here all the day. Oh, yeah, we will not go. As long as there are questions, we will be here. Ahmed, just write to AIMS and it will get to the correct persons. We are working as a team, and then it might be that someone is coming to Indonesia who is not from the AGRIS team in Rome but from another team, and we can organize this. Simply contact us at AIMS. And this is the email addresses that Tambani readily gave to you that you can use to get into contact. Okay? If we talk about workshops, I might make an announcement about an important conference workshop that will happen most probably next February, not in Rome, but most probably in Wageningen in the Netherlands. The Global Open Data in Agriculture and Nutrition Initiative will organize a showcase event, and we were just thinking to have an AGRIS site event also on this Godan week, where people who want to contact stronger with the AGRIS development can exploit this broader conference. So you come not only to one workshop, but you come to a series of workshops and conferences, and so the travel money and the travel time is better invested. Okay, I think we can close our presentation here now, the webinar. If there are other and more questions, we can just doing offline. And it's very good that Ahmed already proposed to the board about workshop, and it will be very good to have as much participation also from Indonesia as possible in future events. With this, we say hello from Beijing, and we will go on reporting about what is happening in AGRIS, and especially have a look to AGRIS. Go there, use it, tell us what you like, and tell us especially what you not like, because this makes it possible to improve. Bye-bye. Oh, there's the last question. No, also Ilse was thanking goodbye. Okay, bye.